Hey guys, Joe Anthony. Welcome to Friday. Today is Friday. September is here, guys. We are broadcasting live, and today I am talking about, you guessed it, stem cells, performance enhancing stem cells. That is the buzzword for the decade. What do these stem cells do? How do they work? So let's get right into it, guys, because this is pretty awesome. Once you understand, once you see what this does, stem cells, the future of health and medicine. So, what you are going to learn is what stem cells do, why stem cells. Okay, from the time you're born, why stem cells? Why stem cells? So, let's get focused. Let's see if we can understand what stem cells do, guys. So, here we go. So, the future of health and medicine. First of all, stem cells are cells that have the potential to change into other types of cells during growth and development. So, in adults, stem cells serve as the body's repair system, right? And the way that they do that is they possess the capability of dividing to replenish themselves. Stem cells also possess the capability of turning into specialized organ cells in a process called differentiation. It is through stem cell differentiation that stem cells can replace damaged organ cells. It's through this replacement of damaged cells by new organ cells derived from stem cells that regeneration occurs. And that's the key, guys. That's where this thing gets exciting because it's regenerative. Imagine being able to be in your 40s, 50s, 60s, 80s, 90s, 100, whatever, and have the ability to have your stem cells reactivated or reset to regenerate cells like when you were in your 20s at a much younger age. And that's when this thing gets exciting, guys. That's why I want to spend the time to kind of educate you so that you understand that the use of stem cells to treat human diseases is now termed regenerative medicine. Why they are important then is because they're different from other kinds of cells in the body in that they are unspecialized cells that have the capability of turning into any type of specialized cell. Stem cells are located throughout the body and they may remain dormant, non-dividing, for years until they are activated. Activation of stem cells to differentiate into specialized cells occurs when a need arises for new cells to maintain organ and tissue function. Also, injury to tissues can stimulate the activation. So, but as we age, the peptides that activate stem cells decline and stem cell renewal drastically slows down. When the process of cell death exceeds renewal and stem cell initiated repair, organ degeneration begins. Health will deteriorate, and eventually, if organ functions fall too far, death soon follows. But the question is, how are stem cells used? That is what we are going to focus on because the way they are used is very important. And that's what I want to basically help everybody to understand. Um, that is the question. If we are learning how to grow, like doctors have known about stem cells for about 60 years, it was not until 1968 that doctors used bone marrow stem cells to perform the first successful bone marrow transplant. So understanding that this is the technology that we're going to talk about focuses on something specific to how stem cells can be regenerated. Um, Let me get my screen back here. So currently doctors now harvest stem cells from blood and fat. These stem cells can then be injected back into the bloodstream or directly injected into tissues. While many people can experience a benefit, the process is very expensive, and here's the key, and can cost tens of thousands of dollars for each injection, guys. Costs of stem cell injections vary widely, and insurance does not cover many of these procedures, which are still considered experimental by many insurance companies. Clinics that harvest your own stem cells from blood and fat are now present in many countries, including the United States. Generally, re-injection of harvested stem cells is well tolerated. Just about any condition you can think of is a candidate for stem cell injections. Another possibility is that harvested stem cells from blood and fat can also be induced to divide to grow larger amounts in labs. Cloning of stem cells allows doctors to give larger amounts with each injection, but this process is prohibited in many countries. The FDA contends that any process that includes culturing, expansion, and added growth factors or antibiotics requires regulation because the process constitutes significant manipulation. Unfortunately, government regulations severely restrict the use of stem cells, and regulations differ widely across the world. New research over the last 10 years has discovered that specialized adult cells from the skin, liver, and other cells can be forced to revert back to undifferentiated stem cells. However, this process is mainly confined to university and biotechnology labs and is very expensive. Also, some of these converted stem cells will grow into tumors, so safety issues have not yet been resolved. Ensuring the safety and efficacy of stem cell-based products is a major challenge, says the FDA. Cells manufactured in large quantities outside their natural environment in the human body can potentially become ineffective or dangerous and produce significant adverse effects such as tumors, severe immune reactions, or growth of unwanted tissue. So, who needs stem cells? Everyone. Let me repeat that. Who needs stem cells? Everyone. How can stem cells help you? Stem cells can actually treat many conditions and diseases that are currently untreatable by any current therapy. The major issues at this time are safety, efficacy, and legality. That's really one of the major issues. So, and then, the question is cost. What are my options? At this time in history, each person is faced with very limited choices regarding stem cells. Do nothing and let nature take its course. Aging is what it is. Pay for stem cell injections that may not be legal or safe. Investigate alternative methods of improving health. And that's really what we're going to focus on, is the science behind LifeWave, because as a distributor, as an independent distributor of LifeWave, which has over 85 patents in over 120 countries in the world, LifeWave patches are changing people's lives. It's non-transdermal, non-invasive. It's a phototherapy that stimulates the skin with light to produce health benefits not obtainable by other approaches. The patches reflect this light in the infrared and visible wavelength range to stimulate the body to improve energy production and the flow of energy in the body. Other effects include reduction of pain, reduction of stress, improvement in the duration and quality of sleep, detoxification, reduction in the appearance of lines and wrinkles, and many, many, many other general health and wellness benefits. So there's a long word. The infrared spectrum also creates photobiomodulation when applied to the skin of both animals and humans. Research and application of light therapy dates back thousands of years, and today light therapy is a recognized science with many products that function to produce amazing health benefits. So basically, guys, here we are. We are with LifeWave getting amazing results. And there's two places I'm going to give you. You can check this out, get more information. You can go to performanceenhancingpatches.com, performanceenhancingpatches.com. That will basically open up and explain what it is that we are doing. You can also go to patchme.me for those of you that would like to sample these stem cell patches. So if you go there, that will allow you to sample. Go to patchme.me, and we have what is known as a patch party. It's just an online demonstration. We actually have in-home demonstrations too. So, you can invite people to your house, and we can actually do a patch demonstration, and people can actually be patched for free. There's no charge to sample a patch. And what the goal is to get as many people sampling the patch and get patched so that they will get some result. They will feel some change. They will feel some result. The other side is if you go to performanceenhancingpatches.com, you can actually follow the live stream events that we do with regard to LifeWave patches and some of the testimonials, and also the ability for the patches to reduce almost down to zero, in my case, anxiety. So people can get off of anxiety meds. They can get off of antidepressants. If they have issues with obsessive compulsive, any type of mental personality disorder, you will always see that there is some issue that's going on. And that's why, when you have a panic attack, forces you, it basically paralyzes you and it forces you to do nothing. And so people that have been suffering, they think that there is no other alternative. Sometimes they think, oh, I'll just take some CBD oil, or I've been told by doctors, you just need to have a nice couple of stiff vodka drinks, or yeah, take alcohol, put alcohol in your veins, right? Put alcohol in your veins. Excuse me. And that's just the solution. That it's just putting a Band-Aid. Well, what if you, instead of putting a Band-Aid, what if you actually do something else? What if you wear a patch? Maybe that might be something to start looking into, because these patches, guys, are getting results. In my case, I've been patching for about 10 months now. And, I look at pictures of me 2, 3, 4 years ago, and I look younger now than I did 4 years ago. How is that possible? How can somebody go from being in their 70s, 80s, 90s and feeling like they're in their 30s again? I have the energy of, say, when I was in my 20s. And that is pretty powerful when you can enhance your performance. And this works for all ages. So you could be a teenager, you could be in your early 20s, enhance your mental cognitive abilities, because again, performance is measured in different ways. It's measured not just physically, but it's measured mentally, it's measured emotionally. If you have a stable, balanced mood, and so now your ability to perform is enhanced because you're not distracted by your own idiosyncrasies, by your own debilitating weaknesses, which 97% of people have some type of anxiety, suffer from some type of stress disorder that prevents them from performing at their optimum in an enhanced level. And so imagine if you could improve, be the best version of yourself. All you had to do is to wear a patch. And that's what we're seeing, guys, is that people who are patching are getting results to enhance their performance in everything, being a better dad, a better mom, being a better employee, a better CEO, a better boss, being a better student. Imagine, if you can improve in your cognitive ability. Now, I'm not saying, this is a panacea for every issue that you have out there, because obviously there are some situations, a good number of them, that no matter what you do to enhance your ability, it's not going to save your marriage if your marriage is on the rocks. This is not that kind of a situation, right? But it will help you in how you manage. Maybe if you're going through a divorce, maybe you're having custody issues, how you manage the stress level. And that will help you make better choices and better decisions as you're going through that difficult time. So hold on, guys.